After 10 years, Pep Guardiola says goodbye to Manchester City and goodbye to the English Premier League. And I know this is heartbreaking development for the Manchester City fans because Pep Guardiola still had one more year on his contract and everybody thought he was going to complete by next season. But unfortunately, he had secret clause in his contract that he could exit the club 1 year before his contract expires. Pep Guardiola came into Manchester City, transformed the team, and made them dominant in the English Premier League. He won 6 Premier League titles with them, 1 Champions League, so many domestic titles, and recently won the FA Cup against Chelsea, and that marks his last ever trophy for Manchester City. Under his 10 years spell, Pep Guardiola managed 591 games, won 416, lost 89, and then drew 86 out of the 591 games managed. In the 10 years period, Pep Guardiola won 20 trophies to his credit. That is a huge legacy. And by far, he is Manchester City's all-time best manager in the entire football history. And from my perspective, I call Pep Guardiola as the best manager in the entire history of the Premier League because Pep Guardiola has left some legacy in the Premier League. Pep Guardiola made so many managers lose their job in his 10-year period. Pep Guardiola's legacy in the Premier League is not about winning trophies. It is not only about winning games, but changing the narrative of how football is played. He brought in possessional football, high-pressing football, positional football, and then tactical identity. Pep Guardiola is the GOAT by far in the Premier League, and you can't tell me anything. He has left a legacy in the Premier League, and he will be remembered in generation yet to come. Pep Guardiola is the GOAT from my point of view. In his 10 years period, he has no competitor, and he is by far the best manager in the entire history of the Premier League. I don't know what you think. Do you agree with me that Pep Guardiola is by far the best manager in the entire history of the Premier League? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's get interactive. Of course, here is Active Sport, where football is always explained. Don't forget to follow on Facebook, Active Sport, on TikTok, ActiveSport.live, and on YouTube, Active Sport TV. Thank you for being part of the family. Catch you next in another video.